Typhoon Gamy Update, July 25, 2024.
Wih, anjir. Keras banget, wih. Udah dua yang patah ini. Hah? Udah dua yang patah? Iya, itu kan tadinya kena.
Typhoon Gamy has hit Taiwan's east coast, packing wind gusts of around 240 kilometers per hour, 150 miles per hour. Gamy, which made landfall near the city of Hualien, is expected to be the strongest storm to hit the island in 8 years.
Astagfirullahaladzim, peteng banget. Anginnya gede. Astagfirullahaladzim, Allahu Akbar.
Taiwanese officials said 2 people were killed and hundreds were injured. The island's biggest annual military exercise has been cancelled, along with almost all domestic flights and more than 200 international flights, according to the Transport Ministry. Authorities warned one of the biggest risks comes from potential typhoons that could cause landslides and flash floods, especially on mountain slopes unstable due to a major earthquake in April. On his way to Taiwan, Gamy also brought heavy rains to much of the Philippines, causing floods to turn streets into rivers in the capital Manila. The typhoon packed winds of up to 240 kilometers per hour, 150 miles per hour, equivalent to a Category 4 hurricane in terms of wind strength and damage potential. The government has declared Wednesday a typhoon day, temporarily halting work and classes across the islands except the Kinmen archipelago. However, chip manufacturing giant TSMC told the BBC that their factories would continue to operate normally. The storm was initially expected to hit further north, but mountains in northern Taiwan directed the typhoon slightly south towards the city of Hualien.
台风已经开始了，各位弟兄姊妹，好好待在家里啊。
The typhoon is expected to weaken as it passes through Taiwan's mountainous areas before reappearing across the Taiwan Strait towards China. A second landfall is expected to occur in Fujian Province, China, on Thursday evening. Up to 300 millimeters of rain is expected to fall there and is expected to cause major flooding as the typhoon moves inland and breaks up. Despite the strong winds, Officials said the main threat from Gamy was the large amount of water vapor it carried. The island's Central Weather Service has issued a land warning for all of Taiwan. Predicting winds and rain will reach their worst on Wednesday and Thursday. Taiwanese authorities warned that between 1 and 2 meters of rain could be expected in the island's central and southern mountains in the next 24 hours. In the capital Taipei, shelves at supermarkets were left empty on Tuesday evening as people stocked up before prices were expected to rise sharply after the typhoon passed. The threat of the typhoon has also forced the government to cancel part of the Hankwang military drills planned for a week on Tuesday and Wednesday, even though they have repeatedly said they would be the most realistic drills ever. Gamy and the southwest monsoon also brought heavy rains on Wednesday to the Philippine capital region and northern provinces. Work and teaching and learning activities have been halted there, while stock and foreign exchange trading has been halted. Metro Manila, home to nearly 15 million people, is in a state of disaster as rivers and streams overflow. Footage circulating on social media showed small cars floating in chest-high water and passengers trapped on the roofs of buses. The State Weather Bureau said rain, which is common at this time of year, could last until Thursday. Taiwan is on high alert as the storm approaches. Schools and businesses were closed, more than 500 flights were cancelled, and military exercises were called off, authorities said. Fewer cars were on the roads than usual in the capital, Taipei, where some roads were impassable due to flooding. Long queues formed at some supermarkets as people bought food and water. In Ilan County, strong winds toppled power poles. In Hualien, which is expected to be hit by heavy rain, thousands of residents in mountainous areas are looking for safe havens. Gamy experienced maximum sustained winds of 127 miles per hour as it approached Taiwan on Wednesday evening, according to the U.S. Navy's Joint Typhoon Warning Center. That would make it a Category 3 hurricane on the 5-tier wind scale used to measure tropical cyclones in the Atlantic Ocean. The storm is expected to begin weakening once it reaches land. Taiwanese authorities upgraded Gamy to a powerful typhoon on Wednesday, the highest level on their 3-tier scale. It is expected to be the first typhoon of such intensity to hit the island since 2016, said Huang Chunxi, a meteorologist at Taiwan's Central Weather Service. On Wednesday evening, the typhoon was expected to hit Taiwan's northeastern coast in slightly weakened conditions, the Central Weather Service said.